see what we got. Well, let me see what we got here. A season. Everything I write, it's all lonely. Let's see. Hope y'all are okay on this afternoon. I'm just going to launch into this thing, and I don't know. Let's see here. So I wake up. Well, I thought I would have my window open today. Well, I do have my window open and hear the birds, but I think they're re-roofing a house over there. Coffee. Coffee. Yeah, I'm kind of starting out small today. Let's see. Coffee in hand. I've already finished. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna. I do have some more coffee, but the coffee I started out with, it's all gone. So I wake up slow, coffee in hand, and I just breathe, and I just breathe. For a minute. I just breathe for a minute. Hi there. I just breathe for a minute. No rush. There's no rush. Even then, it is Monday. I am just literally plopping some words down on this piece of paper, filling up some space. A season of quiet, but not lonely. So I wake up slow, coffee in hand, and I just breathe for a minute. No rush. I say, well, I'm glad you're checking in. Thanks for your fave. Thank you. I say we're just fitting it in here. I say a little prayer. Thank you, Trong and Peyton's Playtime. Thank y'all. Thank you for being here. I just say a little prayer. train. One of my favorite things is the train. You have a blessed day too, your fave. Matthew Stanton looks nope. You could make cards. Oh, thank you. Tron, could you write my name? Well, let's see. Is that all there is to it, or do you put the other part there? You tell me, and I'll add to it. So I wake up. So I wake up slow, coffee in hand, and I just breathe for a minute. No rush. I say a little prayer. Is that all there is to it, or do you put the train there, tran, after that? Is that what you were thinking, or? Let's see how that works. I may not be doing that quite right. Anyway, something like that. Okay, I see. Nothing fancy. See here. Go back to nothing. Nothing. Well, thank you. Thank you. I like to kind of be chill if I can. You know, sometimes life can bring the non-chill out of us at different points, you know. So I like to find the places where I feel chill. Most of the time I'm chill. But I find that doodling in general helps me to be chill, you know, just to remember. Am I writing a song? Well, it is kind of like, what is this guy up to? You know, I play the guitar. I make those loops that you hear in the background, and it's just some random picking, and then this is just kind of some random thoughts. I mean, I try to get a sense before I start. Nothing fancy, just enough to remember. I'm not this world. So much of what I do, it'll have these vibes of being alone, but also, I don't know, reaching out and to those who are around us, you know, our neighbors. I think our family. Um, I was having a conversation with a lady. Thank y'all. Thank you for the compliments and the hearts. I love all that. But I was working yesterday. Actually, I draw caricatures actually, and I had a little gig at a church. It was after the service, and they were having a big shindig, and I met a lady, and we were talking, and she didn't really have any, she said she didn't really have any family, you know, but that her family, it was her friends and many of those people at the church. Sweetest woman. And I think she was in her late 80s. Had the greatest smile. Remember, I'm not alone in this world. Then maybe I ride. I know this is like I'm talking about things that I'm not even writing about here. Then maybe I ride. I bounce back and forth. I feel. Yes. Let's see. You believe? I do believe in God. I sometimes write out my thoughts like this, just complete. Yeah. Then you know what I'm talking about. You know, you just kind of you just jot stuff down, just write it and draw it or whatever. God bless you too, stranger. Wish you all the best. Right back at you. Then maybe I ride. Feel the wind. Well, I picked one. I'm drawing it out today. Feel the wind. Sometimes I like to use great big letters. And sometimes I think I'm going to use big letters, and for whatever reason, I start out kind of small and boxy. Let it clear out. Let it clear. Let it clear out. Let it clear out the let it clear out the clutter in my head. Yes. Why I feel led to just make that head go all the way across. Let it clear out the clutter in my head and that air on my face. Yeah, that air on my face. That's God's way. That's what I think. That's God's way. Yeah, that's God's way of saying, somebody was asking, well, what are you doing? You know, the one thing I'm not doing is fighting it. At least when I'm doing this, I'm not fighting anything, you know? I don't know, that's God's way of saying, hey, you're alive. He says, hey, hey. You're, I should have capitalized that H. Here I use capitals all the time, but anyway, so hey, you're alive. You're alive. Hey, you are alive. Now pay attention. Pay attention to the fact that you are alive. You know, we just take things so for granted. I do. You know, I get uptight over something. Somebody in the traffic, you know, or whatever, you know, you get this little tightness in your chest. You want to give somebody your 2 cents because they did something that you didn't like. And when you do that, I know you've heard this. We've all heard this, but I mean, you know, why give them that part of it? Why give them this minute? Baby RBLX said hi. Howdy to you too. Pay attention. So sometimes in the day, I do this all the time. Sometimes not sometimes, but sometime in the day. And I don't always write anything that makes any sense, especially when I'm alone. But I write. I am going to write something. I'm going to feel the pen on the papel. Yes. Hey, you're alive. Pay attention. Sometime in the day, I sit down, I give myself permission to sit down. So grateful that I am free to sit down and draw. Sit down and draw. Sit down and draw. Or paint. Thank y'all for chiming in. I really appreciate your comments and just coming in here and hanging out a little bit. Thank you, your fave. Studies buddy, Papa Dilla. Hey, you're alive. Pay attention. Sometime in the day I sit down and draw or paint or just doodle. Victory. I like that, Olivia. I like that. You know, that's worth the word victory. That's worth writing up here, right? Victory. Yes, sir. Victory. I like that. Okay, so where was I? I digress. Okay. Let's see. Or paint, or just doodle. Doesn't really matter what it looks like. We're so critical of ourselves, right? What is that? Why are we so critical of ourselves? Doesn't really matter. What it looks like. It doesn't really matter what it looks like. Ooh, those are funky looking. It's not what it looks like. Peekaboo said hi. Peekaboo. Hi. Hello back. Like that. Doesn't really matter what it looks like. What matters is it gives me breath. Ooh, somebody's got a chainsaw out there. Am I famous? I've never been asked that. I kind of don't think I am. Doesn't really matter what it looks like. What matters is it gives me breath. What matters is It doesn't matter. What matters is it gives me breath. Thank you, Peekaboo. This is a very, what do you call it? This is a special edition of A Guy with a Guitar because you have it. You can hear it if you listen closely. You can hear a chainsaw behind the peaceful guitar. What it looks like, what it matters, it gives. What matters is it gives me breath. Speaking of chainsaw, remember to, oh yeah, I do remember that. Yep. It's kind of a scary one. Changed the chainsaw forever. So where was I? Let's see here. Da-da. Pay attention. Sometimes they. What are your favorite type of movies? What are my favorite kinds of movies? It gives me breath. I'm thinking. You know, I like movies with happy endings. Yeah. I'll check in with somebody, just one person. Well, I'm rambling on this one. I may have to get another sheet of paper. So I'm not going to worry about it. I just might do that. I'll check in with somebody. I'll check. Yeah, I like Adam Sandler. I would agree with that. Looks like what matters is it gives me breath. I'll check in with. I'll check in with somebody. Where did that chainsaw come from? Just one person. I have not seen Happy Gilmore too. Is that a good one? Mickey, are you out there? Have you seen Happy Gilmore too? I'll check in with somebody. Just one person. Could be a friend. Could be a neighbor. It could. Could be a neighbor. Could be a nephew or a cousin. I like that. Maybe even just a quick hello. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to resign to the fact that I'm going to have to get another sheet of paper, which I don't usually do that. But maybe even just a quick hello. What I think I'll do, I'm going to tear this off. Now, you know, who would want a pair of scissors, right? Who needs a pair of scissors when you can roughly tear it apart like that? Quickly say hello. A quick hello. I'll check in with somebody, just one person. Could be a friend, could be a neighbor, maybe even just a quick hello. And then I will start over here and I'm going to say, it's enough. Connection. doesn't have to be heavy. Connection doesn't have to be heavy. Okay, so I digress. It's enough. Connection doesn't have to be heavy. And every so often, I'll wonder. Every so often, I'll wonder. If I always give a little bit of a shameless plug, you know, if any of you have not subscribed, I would make my day if you feel led to do so, as I'm slowly approaching having as many subscribers as I do videos. I've got more videos than I do subscribers. So I'm looking for help to prove myself wrong on that. Okay. Every so often I'll wonder, take a trip. Go meet new faces. Go meet new faces. Laugh with strangers. the world. Going for broke. Wonder, take a trip, go meet new faces, laugh with strangers, see how wide the world. See how wide the world still is. I hope you're all having a fine early afternoon. Uncle Eddie always had the cool lowriders. Hi everyone today. Hello, Matthew. Welcome aboard. So then I will finish up. Then at night, use some small letters as we're approaching the end. Then what are we really trying to accomplish? Then at night, I let it all quiet down. Determined back there with that chainsaw this afternoon. Outside if the stars are out. Yes. Oh, yeah. myself. For a shadow box, you know, you could put all these in it. And remind myself, this isn't lonely. This isn't lonely. This is so you get kind of creative with the letters here. Let's see. I don't usually go over something that was pretty light. This is just ooh, I'm gonna funky. This is just me living. With some space. Around my heart. Ta-da! So, I will not put any dots today. I don't believe I will, as I need to go do some work, other work. Actually, this is, I'm gonna tear that. And you know, this would be a good one to put like in a shadow box of some kind. I'm all about a shadow box. So what we have here, it says, stop the boats, listening and cleaning up the garage. Hey Andy, sorry I missed you there. I'm about to go out to my garage and do some work. So I wake up slow, coffee in hand, and I just breathe for a moment. No rush. I say a little prayer, nothing fancy. Just enough to remember I'm not alone in this world. And maybe I ride my bicycle. Feel the wind, let it clear out the clutter in my head. That air on my face, that's God's way of saying, hey, You're alive. Pay attention. Sometime in the day I sit down and draw or paint or doodle. Doesn't really matter what it looks like. What matters is it gives me breath. And I'll check in with somebody, just one person. It could be a friend, could be a neighbor. Many times it's my daughter. Maybe even just a quick hello. It's enough. Connection doesn't have to be heavy. And ever so often I'll wander, take a trip, go meet new faces, laugh with strangers at the coffee shop. See how wide this world still is. Then at night I let it all quiet down. Eat something simple. Sit outside if the stars are out and remind myself this isn't lonely. This is just me living with some space around my heart. So there you have it. Thank you for those who hung in. I understand that everybody has places they need to go, things they need to do, but just appreciate you popping in just for a moment. I appreciate your comments. Yeah, sometimes I laugh with strangers at Starbucks. You ever do that? Peekaboo? Actually, we have a little coffee shop in here in our town. It's called the Full Cup. It's kind of it's where I like to go. And anyway, it's a good place. All right. Well, I better get back to the other part of my life. Thank you, folks, for hanging out, and maybe I'll catch you tonight sometime. Oh, you've laughed with strangers, but well, good for you. You've never had Starbucks. Well, I'm not saying you have to have Starbucks to laugh with strangers, you know. I mean, I'm not promoting or knocking Starbucks. I was at Target. Oh, really? You laughed at the stranger at Target yesterday. Huh. Were y'all in a long line or what? What were y'all laughing at? What were y'all laughing about? Listen, again, enjoy your afternoon, and I look forward to seeing you gals on the other side. Thanks again. Bye-bye.